Oh! Welcome back to Let's Mix to That, a show where we mix special cocktails for special occasions. Today we'll make some low-calorie cocktails, perfect for when you're on a diet or just looking for something on the lighter side of the calorie counter, but you still want a little treat. Fun non-fact: scrolling a mouse or tapping a phone does burn a tiny amount of calories as well, so head down to the like and subscribe buttons and get your workout in. Hit those buttons. Summer is approaching fast, which means the timing couldn't be better, so even if you're working on that beach body, let's mix to that. All of today's cocktails are a treat for your taste buds and your waistline. Even so, let's start with a disclosure that nothing I say here has been confirmed by nutritionists. But we've tested these recipes at Flaviar Labs, and so far, everyone can still fit in their shirts and pants. We started at the basics, the spirits. Basically anything you add to your favorite dram, except ice or soda water, will add some calories. And a bonus tip: higher the proof, higher the calorie count. A 100 proof vodka has 82 calories per ounce, while 80 proof vodka has only 64 calories per ounce. So let's start with something very simple, a low-calorie gin and tonic. The ingredients and tools are as simple as it gets: gin and a light tonic water with a lemon wedge garnish. And since we'll build it straight in the highball glass, you'll need just a jigger and a bar spoon. Using a light tonic for flavorful and guilt-free mixes is an easy hack. It works with other alcohols as well. Vodka is the lowest on the calorie counter totem pole, but whiskey or extra dry vermouth would be great options too. Gin, however, is the king when it comes to mixing with tonic, light or otherwise. But remember that not all gins are created equal. Some Old Tom gins, which are sweetened, can have almost double the calories of dry gins. You could also up the ratio of tonic water to gin, since it has far less calories. But you gotta draw the line somewhere, right? So classic 2:1 ratio it is. Place a lemon wedge as garnish, so you can add more acidity to the mix later, if you want to. Light, botanical, refreshing. This cocktail contains only around 130 calories. You could burn that amount in less than 15 minutes of high-intensity exercise. Not that I'm going to, but it's good to know there's an option. Moving on, we are making a Kombucha Mule. Here's what you'll need. We've established that vodka is the lowest calorie spirit. For ginger kombucha, I'm using a homemade option, but there are plenty of store-bought ones too. I'll add a lime wedge and mint for aroma and garnish. The cocktail will be built in a mule mug, so all we need is a jigger and a bar spoon. Kombucha is a great way to add funkiness to your cocktails. It adds acidity, bubbles, tanginess and tartness to the drink. Simple highballs or fizzes are a great use for kombucha, but some sours can be highlighted with a splash of kombucha too. A Moscow Mule was first made in the 1940s in the US. Some say New York, others point to LA, but it was a drink that kickstarted vodka's popularity in the United States. And now, some 80 years later, we're mixing it in a way that keeps the pounds away. Go for a 2:1 ratio of kombucha and vodka, and a lime wedge that can be squeezed in for some extra freshness. You want the mint to be the first to hit your nose with its essential oils, before you enjoy the refreshing kick from the ginger kombucha, nicely boosted up with vodka. Let's not dwell on the question if we still get any of the health benefits from kombucha. Cheers! For the last cocktail, we'll get a little creative. We'll make a Fit Mojito, with the look, smell and taste of a classic mojito, but no sugar and less calories. This is Xylitol syrup, made with a natural sugar alcohol found in many fruits and vegetables. It has a sweet taste, but 40% less calories than classic sugar. Here's how you make this simple syrup alternative. Add equal weight of xylitol and water to a pot, and place on low heat without stirring. Cover with a lid and wait for all of the crystals to dissolve. This will make sure the syrup doesn't crystallize too quickly once we bottle it. So once you see everything is dissolved, bottle the syrup, leave it to cool completely and store it in the fridge and use it within a month. But back to the Fit Mojito. Here are the ingredients and tools you'll need. Like the original mojito, white rum, lime juice, mint and soda water, but with xylitol in place of sugar. I'll build it in a highball glass. So I'll need a jigger, a muddler, a citrus press and a bar spoon. There's actually another option for the sweetener when making the Fit Mojito. It's called erythritol and it's a total 0-calorie alternative, but it's a little less sweet, and because of that it's harder to stabilize it as a syrup. I think xylitol syrup is the better option here, so add that, followed by lime juice and mint leaves into a highball glass. Muddle to release the essential oils from the mint. Then add your choice of white rum. Fill with ice, give it a quick stir, and top with soda water. Grab a bouquet of mint, give it a good spank, and place it in the glass. And you know what they say, if it looks like a mojito, smells like a mojito, tastes like a mojito, and you enjoy it without any regrets. It must be a Fit Mojito. Cheers! If you enjoyed this episode like you enjoy a cheat meal during a diet, give it a like below. And make sure you subscribe to catch future episodes of Let's Mix Today. But if you're dying to know if there's any truth to the myth that tequila makes you lose weight, you already have the answer. Find out in this video. Cheers!